Good afternoon and welcome to the woods. I had a last minute change of plans. I was literally picking up my bag to go out the door and I thought, bloody hell, that's heavy. I was going to use the Dutch Army tent today, but it's a monster. I love it, but it's so heavy. So at the last minute, swapped it out for the cheap, lightweight summer tent. It's not summer. Do we care? No, not really. Let me show what's inside. Right, before I show you the inside, a quick bit of housekeeping. One, a mention that I meant to do months ago and forgot. Sorry, Dave. His channel, Urban Survival UK. Now, I've mentioned in a previous video my interest in prepping. Dave's a proper prepper, so it might be worth popping over and having a look at his channel. Some interesting things and some interesting discussions on there. So I'll stick a link in the description below to Dave's channel. The second thing, my subscribers are slowly ticking up and we're almost at 2,000. When I get to 2,000, I'll be doing a giveaway, but a giveaway with a difference. It should be a very interesting one. So yeah, if you're not subbed, get subbed and look out for the video. I'm not sure when it'll be because I'm on about 1950 at the moment, something like that. So it probably just in the new year, hopefully, we get to 2,000. Right, inside, a little warm sleep hat if I need it, because we are going down close to zero tonight. Medium weight army bag, should be plenty warm enough. Decathlon pillow, stuffed up in the hood end. Underneath, I have my replacement Trekology UL80. Will it stay up? We'll find out. But to sort of negate the chances, or at least cut down the chances of a puncture, I've actually got it inside my poncho liner. I've completely covered it, tied the strings together, so it's in like its own liner. If it goes down then, it's got to be the seams or the valve. It was the seams that failed on the last one. So we'll see how long this one lasts. But yeah, that's it, simple setup. Should be plenty warm enough. Not a lot of room, but hey, it's only for having a sleep. What more do I need? Right, we'll have a quick look at Mark's setup before the sun goes down. He's got his Dutch Army, which was what I was going to use, but I decided against. But he's got his. He's got the same sleeping bag, medium weight bag, same sleep mat. Bugger's copying, I swear. The only difference, he's got foil. He's got a foil blanket thing underneath his for a bit of reflection. But yeah, good simple setup. He's going to be toasty warm as well, I'm sure. Sorry if this is a bit wobbly. I haven't got my tripod. It's back at camp. Can you see Mark? His tent's there. And I mean, with the naked eye, I can see it. I can see the corner of my tent there. But that'll do nicely. You know, when you see things on YouTube or whatever, or Discovery Channel, like finding Bigfoot, this is the perfect sort of location you could film that sort of thing. This is directly behind my tent. Now, do I believe in Bigfoot? No, certainly not in the UK. I suppose it's possible in very, very remote areas of America, but generally speaking, not really. I did, I think he'd live somewhere like this. Well, it's only 3:30, but it's turning cold already, and I'm hungry already. So, noodle time, just to keep me going until proper dinner tonight. And we've even lit the fire early because, well, wanted a bit of warmth, to be fair. It's dropping cold and it feels damp. So, yeah, it was fire time. The fire's quite noticeable in the darkness of the pines there. It's much lighter out of them where I'm standing at the moment. But it is 4 o'clock. Half an hour, it's going to be dark in here. And to be honest, there isn't many people that would find their way back out. So we're pretty safe in here. Most people, if there is anyone in here, will be heading for home by now. As you can see, Mark's just lit his paraffin lantern. It's obviously not quite as bright as the modern LEDs and whatever, but it's just got that lovely sort of warm glow, almost homely feeling, sitting there flickering quietly. It's a nice thing to have. I do like that. I'm not hearing Bigfoot yet.
No.
You know what it is?
What?
I think you're playing the wrong tune.
Okay.
You don't know that one. You would shit your pants if someone knocked back, wouldn't you? Silly bastard.
No Sasquatch.
Right, time for dinner. It's turning really cold, so I'm looking forward to getting something like this down my neck. It's very chilly as soon as you step away from the fire. So I'm going to trough this and come back to you in a bit. Oh yeah, I think that's hot enough.
Yeah.
Final coffee of the evening. A little bit of heating inside me so I can go to bed warm. I'll catch up with you at bedtime. Okay, it's 9:30 and it's turned really cold now. So we've opted for bedtime because it's just warmer in the tent in a sleeping bag than it was out. But yeah, pleasant evening all the same. Oh, itch, excuse me. Oh, that's better. And yeah, going to be cozy, I think. But I've even deployed the secret weapon. Hang on. One of my military water bottles. About half hour ago, I heated up some water on the fire and poured it in there. And it's like a little hard hot water bottle. Not ideal, but it took the chill off before I got in because it's been in a sleeping bag for about the last half an hour. And it's quite pleasant. So when I settle down, I'll just kick that down the foot end. And that'll keep my little toes warm. I can even see my breath inside the tent. Not quite showing on camera, is it? But yes, it has turned cold. The forecast was just above freezing, and I think they're right. And of course, whenever you see these temperatures displayed by the weather people, that is in the towns.
we're nowhere near the town, out in the middle of bloody nowhere, so it's probably colder here. So yeah, time for bed. I'll see you in the morning. Morning. Wind and rain. Lovely. Don't mind listening to the rain, but it's a pain in the arse packing the stuff wet. And even worse, having nowhere really to make a cup of tea under shelter, because I haven't got a tarp. This tent's not big enough to sit up in. It's just 7:30, so it wasn't a bad night. Didn't get cold, that's the main thing. But at some point I'm going to have to put my boots on and get out there and have a wee, add to the water. I'm not looking forward to it. I'll go in a bit. Morning, Mark.
Morning.
It's a bit damp.
It is, yes. It had all night to do this,
Yes.
and it had to start at about, I think it was about 6:45.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was doing it.
Started.
It had started when I woke up. It sounded windy when I first woke up too.
Yeah. It started because I woke up and it started spitting, and it's just gradually got heavier since about 6:45.
Nice.
Yeah. I made myself a brew.
Yep, I'm just in the process of doing the same.
Yeah. Did you hear that deer barking last night?
No.
Oh, it went on for ages. Somewhere right over there.
I heard some movement behind me when I first went to bed.
It kept going. Oh! Like it does. Whatever it is. Dead weird bark thing.
Yeah, noisy bastards.
Probably gone on for ages.
Right, priorities. Coffee's made. Wet, miserable bloody morning. Downside of a small tent. Can't sit up in it. Can't make a brew in it. I've got the door sort of propped open just outside, made a brew. I've got the door propped up with my bag, and my bag has got its rain cover over it. I'm going to have to pack all my stuff. Pack as much as I can inside and just ram it in the bag. And I think I'll just roll up the wet outer fly of the tent and stick it in the pocket bit in the lid, so it's separate from the rest so it don't make the rest wet. But there won't be a lot of working room, not for a tent this small and a person me tall. But never mind, I'll have my coffee and I'll think about that in a minute. Oh, I'm not going to do nothing until it gets a bit lighter. Bad enough working in the wet, let alone the dark as well. Not sure how well you'll see, but in this cheap little tent, which I've had for years, absolutely zero condensation. Nothing at all. I've been zipped up in here for what, 10 hours on a cold damp night, and yet no condensation. Good little tent. Right, after much struggling in a small space, I've got the contents in my bag and I've just got the tent to take down now, but I'm just going to take that down quick, roll it up
and ram it into the top flap so it's separate from the other stuff, to try and keep some of the other stuff a bit dry at least. But a lot of unpacking and drying to do when I get home. Mark's nearly all packed. He's just got his tent to take down, and then we're going to have a bit of a wet walk out, I'm afraid. I'm all packed up, ready for the very wet walk out. It's going to be squelchy and horrible. So I think I'll finish the video here. Plus my hands are so numb now with the wet and cold, I'm having trouble pressing the buttons on the phone. So that's the end of this camp with its very soggy ending. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.